Good afternoon and welcome to the latest issue of Print21, the weekly video news bulletin for the Australia and New Zealand print industries. This issue is sponsored by Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest supplier of printable materials and press room chemicals, and now supplying wide format equipment. Print businesses are being warned to keep a tight rein on extending credit, with the latest Creditor Watch Business Risk Index saying insolvency risk for business is increasing significantly. Printers with clients in the food and beverage services sector, they're the ones most at risk of suffering payment defaults, and by a considerable margin, with 6.9% of businesses in that sector predicted to fail to pay in the next 12 months. Transport, postal and warehousing is the next riskiest industry at 4.4%. According to the BRI Business Risk Index, the regions with the highest insolvency risk continue to cluster around Western Sydney and Southeast Queensland. On the other side of the coin, Ballarat is now ranked as the region in Australia with the lowest likelihood of business failure. The index highlights that Australian businesses are feeling sustained pressure and it is impacting their revenue. I'm feeling sustained pressure from flies tonight. The average value of business invoices has fallen by almost a third, 28% in the past 12 months. This drop means Australian businesses are ordering less each month, leading to a fall in revenues throughout the supply chain. And I guess most in the print industry know that right now. B2B trade payment defaults continue to trend upward with an 86% year-on-year increase. External administrations have increased by 10% year-on-year, with most industries experiencing in this measure. Australian-based print operation SCG, Fred Sauer's business, and outdoor media company Go Media have teamed up to develop New Zealand's first carbon calculator for large format print. Those products include outdoor banners and vehicle vinyls. Sauer has known for a long time how to offset carbon for print. Now it has worked out how to do that for its large format products by developing a carbon calculator that's been ratified by the Totu EnviroCare. Sauer says SCG has made a strong commitment, Fred Sauer says SCG has made a strong commitment to reduce its impact on the world since 2009, when SCG, formerly Sauer Print, became a carbon zero certified company. 2 years later, 2011, it started offering carbon zero paper product services. Fred Sauer said, our next step in this journey is now to be able to offer carbon zero certified large format printing services. According to Sauer, an average outdoor billboard campaign generates 90 kilograms of CO2 emissions. SCG and Go Media expect to offset 58 tons of CO2 emissions in the first year alone. Independent family-owned West Australia paper merchant and sheeter Romel is making its biggest ever investment by setting up a whole new operation in Victoria. Romel has already secured a new facility located in Campbellfield and has installed a new twin knife sheeter to replicate the capability of his West Australia operation. Gary Formaggio will oversee the business, with Constantine Con Iraklides installed as state manager. Iraklides has a near 30-year record in print, starting with J.C. Macmillan in 1995. Romel will supply its full range of commercial and packaging grades of paper and board to the Victorian market. They can be cut to size from reel or sheet from the new Melbourne facility. Some 37,000 label print professionals walked through the doors of last month's Labelexpo in Brussels, the biggest in its history and the first to be held since 2019. And in fact, it was taking place for the last time in Brussels, following a 40-year run. There were a total of 637 exhibitors taking part, spread across 9 halls, covering 37,000 square meters of floor space. This year's show featured 250 product launches, focused particularly on flexible packaging, digitization and automation. Visitors came from 138 countries, including a number, of course, from Australia and New Zealand. Equipment manufacturers announced multiple sales across the 4 days, with virtually all exhibitors 98% rebooking for Labelexpo 2025, which will run in Barcelona. That's it for this week's issue of Print21. Go to print21.com.au for all these stories and news stories in depth and more. You won't find them anywhere else. Thanks to our sponsor Ball & Doggett. This is Wayne Robinson, editor of Print21, signing off for another week.